Hey you insecures, it's YoshiFan64. Yeah, I felt like my old days. Anyway, today we're going to be doing another episode of Bored Food. But I said in the third episode that I'd be drifting away from frozen food a bit in this next episode. So, today I'm going to show you how to make spicy buffalo chicken ramen. It's actually very simple and very easy to make, and it's also very affordable for those college dormies out there. So without further ado, let's get started. So here are the ingredients you'll need. Top ramen. It has to be the chicken flavor or else you won't get the proper flavor. Next, you'll need hot sauce of your favorite kind. I'm choosing Frank's RedHot for the proper buffalo effect. And then after that, you'll need some sort of microwave-safe bowl. I'm using a ceramic one that holds about 3 cups of water. This next step is important. You're gonna need a colander. This will be important when we drain the noodles so we put on our flavors so they don't wash off into the broth. And lastly, of course, you'll need some water. So first, you gotta drop your ramen brick into the bowl. And then afterward, you gotta retrieve some warm water. Not too warm, just about 110 degrees, and then get a cup of it. And then you gotta pour it into your ramen. If that's not enough, then get another cup. Just make sure it's almost submerged. And then I'd highly recommend it tossing around in its own juices for a little bit to make sure there's water around everywhere. Well, that's one thing to add to the recipe. And of course I'm making a recipe. There's a PDF file download in the description just waiting to be downloaded. So after that, put it in the microwave for about 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Now, if you think RedHot's too spicy, I'd recommend putting in some butter. That's actually how they make buffalo sauce. But I won't this time because I always like the spicy of RedHot. Now when it's done baking, grab your colander and run over to the sink. Oh, and get your noodles too. Be careful because it might be hot. We are now going to drain the noodles. But I realized I didn't have one big enough at first. But I eventually found one big enough and all those flour strands could fall into the bowl. Make sure you shake it so that most all the water separates from the noodles. It's actually good if there's still a little bit of water inside because it can help you distribute the chicken powder more evenly. And once you're done straining, put the noodles back in the bowl and grab your chicken powder. And then just plop it right in. Stir it in very well. Make sure it's extremely evenly incorporated because that stuff is so strong if it's not evenly incorporated. Now the reason we strained the noodles first was so that not all the flavor would fall into the water and that the flavor would be nice and strong without the water getting into the bowl. You know you're done stirring when you see that most of the noodles have a yellow tint to them. So now the final step, the buffalization, I guess. I'm about to vandalize these noodles. Anyway, once you have your hot sauce out, you just gotta open it up and pour it in. I find about 3 tablespoons to be good, but whatever you do not do what I did. I put in way too much all at once. If you're ever gonna do this step, just do it in small increments and do it to taste. It doesn't have to be super spicy just because you're taking a challenge. Stir it in a bit and there you go. There it is. If you want, you can serve it with some celery. This is a great snack to share with friends, and it's a very great substitute for buffalo chicken wings if you don't have enough money for chicken wings, but it's the football game. I then sat down to eat and began to realize I accidentally put in a bit too much sauce and it ended up being way too spicy. I ate a teeny bit more, but after a while I really just couldn't stand it. And then instead of eating that, I just made myself a peanut butter sandwich. Then again, I haven't had one in a long time, and I really love the taste of it. That's why you shouldn't really add a lot of that sauce. Now the recipe may have ended just because I'm done with it, but I have got something special for you. But right after I say, thanks for watching, like, subscribe, and share, and have a good night, folks.
This episode of Jiggly Applesauce was brought to you by these sponsors.
Introducing the Can Breader, the machine that eternally spits out B&M's brown bread as soon as you activate it. Buy it now. From B&M.
Burger King fries are now $1.69. 69. Time to freak out.
Let's go, baby!
Chicken fries are now $1.69. Only at...
It's time to take your Crunchwrap love to the next level. Literally. With a whole new level of seasoned
Diarrhea.
nacho cheese
Diarrhea.
and crunchy
Diarrhea.
Taco Bell's new limited edition triple double.
Diarrhea.
You'll triple double love it.